Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters episode number 8. And the first thing I always ask is, what the heck are we even trying to do? Oh yeah, we were given a free pass for the first time, I think, to actually head home and replenish our stores. Okay, well this is fantastic. I love this mission. This is the easiest one for me to complete. Which means because we actually do have a fair number of torpedoes left, I won't mind at all if we randomly stumble into some Russian fleets. In fact, I might even, it says on this report, avoid detection by enemy anti-submarine warfare patrols, but what if I instead do the opposite? Yeah, because I don't know this, I kind of want to experiment. If I knock out the patrolling fleets in the Norwegian Sea, does it take them time to come back? Do they just come back immediately? Are they just instantly spawned? Do they never come back? I mean, is there any kind of impact on your gameplay decisions on the campaign? Let's find out. So let's go get ourselves into some trouble. Hey, come back here. Where are you? My god, where'd this one go? Up here? Ah, this is the one I want. Let's get you. Where are you? Come after me. There it is. Well, we only have torpedoes left anyways. This is probably perfect. I think, unfortunately, it's a little bit shallow here. I was looking at the map of... I think I'm going to introduce my first mod very soon, based on the recommendation from somebody in the previous comments. A comment on the previous videos. But I was looking at the actual depth map of the ocean in this area, and I think that we're still on the European shelf where I just got us into an engagement, and if we just go west just a hair, the shelf declines, you have that big fall off, and then we're in the water, which is much preferable. Anyway, it'll be really weird and sad if I die pursuing... Oh, I mean, it's just plenty deep here. Okay. Oh, we're all quiet. What are we looking like in terms of... Oh, I like the noise. It's not too quiet, but it's definitely quiet. Now I was gonna say we'll probably detect something pretty quick because we are pretty near the surface, so they shouldn't be hiding in the lair. Okay, we know it's gonna be a submarine based on our guess at least. So let's get to the submarines. Okay, here we go. Negative, negative, negative. Yes. Victor 1. Pretty loud.
Sierra 1 is classified.
Where is this thing, by the way? Alright, we just weren't zoomed out enough. Very good. And we're not getting it. Oh, we are actually getting it in the tow array. Wow, the profile of your submarine is actually pretty narrow compared to... I mean, the dead zone for your tow array is very narrow. Because that's like just like a 5-degree angle off the bow. And that is still covered by our tow array, which is fantastic. I'm sure that there is a dead spot for the tow array, though. So if they go active, it's saying that they will hear us. Now, with torpedoes, I think the Victor... Let's pull up the Victor 1. We know that there's... Oh, I assume there's more than one here. They have this SE-65. So that gives us plenty of time to react. It's gonna be a water launch.
Passing 200 feet.
The question is it alone or not? Maybe I will set up the depth... Do I want to try to go above the layer, which is 100? Wow, it's just so... If we do this...
Depth 100 feet, dive by.
Just to see if maybe, perhaps... It's a very weak layer anyway. Very weak duct, very weak layer. But what if we happen to spot another submarine at the surface? Now, I think there was some kind of patch where apparently AI ships were somehow preferring the surface a little too much, and there's been a patch supposedly where they reduced the AI's likeliness to just sit on the surface, but this one was very close to the surface as well. Now ideally we would already launch at this guy, but I'm gonna push my luck. Actually, I don't know why we're not really launching. You know, let's do it this way. Let's get above the layer and then launch down at this guy, this submarine, this Victor 1, and I'm pretty confident that she's closer than she appears. Now we're above the layer. Solution is going to drop, or what?
Passing 100 feet.
No, still gathering a good solution from it. Let's start heading opposite direction of her. Did that hurt her profile? No, I don't think this layer is really doing much at all. When they say very weak, I guess they really, really mean it. A towed array right now is 0, so there is you can obstruct your own towed array, and we're back already. I want to kind of angle a little bit more. This is supposed to be what you do to get a better solution, firing solution. But I do want to fire above the layer and then drop my torpedo down on top of them after that. I'm expecting a counter launch, and sitting at the surface is actually quite nice because then you can drop down. Now, how deep are we? Are we actually... It's not an infinite depth here. I mean, if this was Silent Hunter, I would be pinging. Okay, there she is. We actually see her. Active, she'll definitely detect us, but without that, she definitely won't. Okay, well, let's go ahead and launch at her and see what else happens. So, launch... Tube 1. She's pretty noisy at 152, so I'm going to leave on non-active. Now, I think the torpedo is going to be even noisier than I am, despite not going active. I mean, I'm not talking about the sensor type, I'm talking about... Yeah, she started pinging. This should dip below the layer. We can force it to do that anyway. Let's see what happens here. She's gone active, which means probably she's already detecting us. We can narrow our profile by turning back into her, which is what I'll do. And we don't really need to worry about it going active or not. That's everything's just fine about that now because, well, obviously, she knows she's already heard the torpedo. Otherwise, she wouldn't have gone active. That's what I was trying to say there. All right, let's have that go like this. I think it'll pick her up. Let's see it drop below. I think it goes like 150 feet below the layer or something like that.
Weapon acquired.
It has acquired or not? Yes. Certainly looks like it.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitated.
Yeah, well, she really, really knows it's there now. I'm going to guide this thing in manually because the good news is we can just avoid all the noisemaker stuff by just guiding it in ourselves. Speed it up a little bit.
Con sonar, new contact bearing.
There it is.
8 designated
So there's the noisemaker. Let's just steer it right into this. Why are you not?
Fire control, weapon acquired.
There it is. I couldn't actually get it to go up. Was I pressing the wrong button? Actually, Sierra 2 is really in the area. Let's figure out what Sierra 2 is. It looks like it's a... Nope, it's a Victor 2, maybe. It is. So we got a Victor 2 as well.
Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
This torpedo might lose the Victor 1 and hit the Victor 2. That would be pretty funny. Well, song and dance continues. Whoops. There we go.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
See, I want to guide you myself. 'Cause I feel like I can do a better job guiding you than you can. Stop fighting me.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Hit! What the heck?
Con,
There it
sonar,
is.
lost contact.
Got her.
Sierra 1, last bearing 2.
Alright, we're getting a somewhat of a reading on the Victor 2. So what I think I'll do... let's see, the Victor 2. It looks like maybe in her baffles? Not really. She is gunning it. Oh. Okay, so she can't hear anything because she really, really can't hear anything. Interesting. And we actually have a really good solution on her now. She's pretty far away. What is this? Yeah, it's really far away. Alright, let's do a little bit of stealthiness. Let's drop down to maybe... Let's make our depth 600. I do actually want to see how long this one takes to hit the bottom. How far down is the bottom? Oh, it is. It is deep. It's got a long way to go. That's wonderful. Quite good. So we can drop down and then get into the Victor II's baffles, do some quick scooting at higher speeds. This thing is, as far as I know, still gunning it though. 24 knots. Which means that really we should fire now if we want to engage it at all. Okay, well, let's do that. Fire to 2. Oh yeah, we want to stay at our current level. Well, what is its current level? She's deep. Yep, so just stay where I am. Torpedo.
Passing 300 feet.
We're gonna take off ultra quiet because we're gonna start getting ourselves going pretty quickly here in a moment. Yeah, this thing really is cooking. And honestly, if it wasn't for our towed array, we couldn't detect this thing well. So we really got to get going on this. Let's go ahead and speed up even. I know that that's not going to help our towed array at all. Let's make our heading basically 270.
Maneuvering, making turns for 10.
Alright, since we already lost the contact, I'm just going to speed ahead at 270 for a while. I think she has a much faster maximum speed, yes.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Let's come up on the planes, level off.
Passing 600 feet.
We'll level off here, it's fine to me. And flank speed.
Make turns for 2.
And get that course onto 270.
Maneuvering eye.
That's just, wherever you are is good enough here. Now what I'm going to do is slow down, launch our torpedo at where I think it should go. And then we're going to, I think this will break the torpedo. Yeah, it will. So, okay, never mind, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go very fast for a little while. Try to catch up with the, well, projected path of the Victor II. And if we happen to see a launch against us, well, then we know we've gone a little bit too close. I don't think there's, yeah, nothing in the water right now.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 25 knots.
Okay, we've actually reached our desired speed of 25 knots. A little bit further. Okay.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's slow down nice and quickly here. I'm actually going to make turns for 0 knots to get our speed down very quickly.
Knots. Maneuvering eye.
Excuse me. Do this in a hurry as well. Got him.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering
Okay, all
eye.
quiet. Good. And he hasn't moved as much as I thought he would have.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Still can't detect us where he is, but that's where we are currently thinking that he is. Let's find out where he actually is. Oh god, he's close. Prepare to launch. Turn away so we can get a slightly better reading on how much he's changing based on our speed. We got him. I think we got him now. Still going 24 knots is a bit surprising. If true. We should have a solution on him, like, very quickly. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. We got him. Alright, let's launch. He's not going to really hear anything going that speed. Yeah, he's cooking along. Look at that blade go. Here's mine. Here's his. What we could do is guide the torpedo into his baffles so that he doesn't actually hear it. But if I'm going to do this, I'm going to try to... do it this way so that it goes active sooner if I lose it. What's the range? Yeah, it's still like 10,000 yards. It's not bad though. I can handle that. Incoming. Okay. Turn a little bit more. Turn a little bit more. You're nearly there. Now let's have it turn to the right in case I lose it. I should acquire this thing pretty quickly, but I think it basically should know where to go now. It seems good enough. I mean, look how close the darn thing is. Homing in. Alright, let's let it go active now.
Con, fire
Got it.
control, weapon
Oh,
acquired.
he knows. So it does make apparently a lot more noise. Oh! He's got some obstacle avoidance to take care of. Well, that was an inconvenient time for him to notice that something was going on. We lost him for the moment, but our torpedo hasn't.
Con sonar
Got him.
lost contact.
Alright,
Zero,
fantastic. We
last
can leave
bearing
combat
2,
pretty quickly.
6,
Might as well
contact
reload this
breaking up.
while we're here. Just hovering silently in the water. I love it. That was really good. I don't know if it's going to accomplish anything, as I said.
Con,
Oh,
torpedo room,
let's see it dropping.
2-1 ready.
So one thing I want to do is get in the map mod, which actually models for you on the strategic map. I mean, it would be nice to know our depth here. Honestly, every captain would know more or less his depth. I mean, almost, not even more or less, but probably in 84 they would know exactly their depth. I mean, within at least 50 feet or something like this. And that information isn't displayed for us anywhere. That would be nice. Because I'd like to be able to just be, without having to eyeball it, which is cheating anyway. No commander has eyes outside of a submarine like we do. But it'd be nice to know exactly what depth the water is. Okay, anyways, let's leave. Combat, got them both. Not your mission target. Yeah, I know. Up, well, 18 minutes. Do we have time? We do. And it's deep water. That's the thing I like. Bearing 236.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Get down very quickly. Okay, let's start getting these contacts identified.
Passing 100
One.
feet.
The heck, is this a
Passing
submarine?
200 feet.
Huh.
Con sonar.
Very interesting. We got a
is
submarine mixed in
classified
here.
as
We have two
submerged
contacts. Okay.
submarine.
Well, it makes sense we can detect the November. She's quite noisy.
Passing 300 feet.
Yeah, we're getting down in a hurry. No layer here, so it doesn't matter anyway. More depth equals more good. More gooder. Noise, 88, that's about right. I feel like that's a nice safe number that they can't really detect us. We'll be able to detect them by passive, but if they go active, they're certainly going to see us. There's no layer to hide behind. There's really nothing. Nothing but our depth to save us from this
Passing
canyon.
500 feet.
Oh my gosh, I clicked out of the game. That was not what I wanted to do. I want to see this cannon, yes. What do we have? She's pretty noisy. Gonna have to launch early, launch often, right? That's our
Passing 600
mantra.
feet.
She's cavitating, okay. Well, let's level out at whatever we're at here and prepare to launch. for November, I'm definitely going to use passive zoning, passive homing. Let me just launch at this one immediately. Let's come up a little bit as well so I can drop below. I want to dive below the torpedo. Launch 1. 243, launch 2.
Aye, sir.
Okay, level out. We got a third contact somewhere down here. We don't see him yet. Let's see. Hard to port, rudder full left, so that I can get. I might be blocking this contact. My towed array might be blocked by my own ship. So let's just do a hard turn to the left, which will get us kind of out of line of these other submarines these other contacts. We already identified what they are. We really need to know what this last one is. And I'm trying to intentionally lead this one beyond the November, which I think is actually closer than...
Con sonar, new contact.
There it is, Sierra 3. What are you?
8, designated Sierra 3.
Get us out of this. Okay, here we go. What do we have here? We got a cash in.
Con
Okay.
sonar, Sierra
Cash in.
3 is classified as escort.
Where? Oh my gosh, that's not even the right one. Okay, continue, rudder full left. And yeah, actually we're fine on depth. Okay, this November, got him. Yep. I mean, it looks like we got him. Are we homing in? I don't know. Is this the right torpedo? It's not. Give me this one.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay, that's good. I don't want to go below 600. I want to stay above 600 until I'm
Passing
avoiding
600 feet.
I'm avoiding
Con
torpedoes.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 2, 5, 1. Contact
Okay.
faded.
We still have one ahead of us. Got him. Oh, it's really near the surface. We somehow have lost the November? No, we still got her. Okay, that's just going to be easy kills, though. Taking out the November. Kind of have to watch how many torpedoes we have left. Oh, okay, we have 5. I think this is a good time for us to use this, the mobile submarine simulator. Let's get this to go off at an oblique angle. Like, I don't know, like this.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
Rig from ultra quiet to get another torpedo on the tubes, that's fine. Okay, let's start looking at the action here. This should be exciting. We're at 23 minutes. I'm going to try to do this all in one episode. Can I do the impossible? Alright. Let's take control of Torpedo 1 ourselves.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Turn you back in. Maybe they kind of disabled a little bit the...
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Good. That's what I want.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
How's the other one doing? Still doing good there. Oops. Wrong. Oh, I gotta let him do its thing now.
Noisemaker bearing 272. Con
Got him.
lost contact.
Okay.
Sierra 2,
Got that
last
one.
Bearing 2.
Is Torpedo
72.
2
Contact
already
breaking up.
past? Wrong one. Torpedo 2 I think is already past the breakup. Yes. So, go active immediately. And you did. Okay, turn a little bit to the right. That's where the cash-in is. Oh gosh, we missed it. Up to the surface you go. We're gonna get him.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Got him. Alright, perfect. I've led that one way too much. But he's gonna go after the mobile submarine simulator, I'm assuming. Which we're not even that far away from, unfortunately, but fair enough.
Con sonar,
Got him.
lost contact.
That was very quick.
Sierra
Okay, so we
1,
have 2 more
last
contacts we have to
bearing
deal with
2,
here.
5, 5. Contact breaking up.
I think we're in good shape. We just need to work on where this cache is. And we can only do that by waiting for any kind of noise or any reports. 5 more torpedoes. Let's fill up our bays.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Okay, fine.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
I'd love some kind of activity, something to let me know people are out there. The cache-in is noisier than the Canaan? Is this true or false? Same noise. Okay, well, what do we think? Could we just launch against it?
Con, sonar, new
Got
contact
him.
bearing 226. Designated Sierra 4.
Oh, it's
Con,
another
sonar,
cache-in.
Sierra 4 is classified as
Got him.
escort.
Finally, I got this cache-in. Okay, well, we're deep.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Well, basically, there's 2 ways I could play this out.
Turns
If I wanted to be the
5
real thing,
knots.
I would just
Maneuvering
keep
eye.
going at this speed to head towards this cache-in, who's just barely, we're barely able to detect him. Look how impossible it is for them
Con,
to detect
maneuvering,
us.
Making turns for 5 knots.
We could do that. Or we could speed up. I think that they're going to go after this mobile submarine simulator, and I want to be in position. Let's actually make our course like 270 or something like that, and let's go quickly. And then we'll slow back
Making
down.
Turns for 15 knots.
The reason I'm going to do this is I want to kind of follow my mobile submarine simulator so that when they go after it, I will be close. Like, I don't want to be so far away that I can't actually react to their torpedoing my mobile submarine simulator. I also don't want to be so close that if they do torpedo it,
5 knots.
the torpedo actually locks onto me. It's not good. Yeah, I just don't know how to do this. I'm really not sure what the best way of doing it is. Wait, did my mobile submarine simulator, is it dead? It's dead. Well, it wasn't much help, was it?
Make turns for
Alright, let's rig for ultra quiet again. Go back to our original plan. I didn't. Maybe they nerfed the abilities of the mobile submarine simulator. That didn't seem to last very long. Oh, okay. Well, that's close. Not too surprising, but let's just launch directly at it. 233. And give my torpedo plenty of time to acquire. And when this thing goes active, I actually want to... Can I make it climb to the surface already? I can't do anything until it actually detaches from its like coasting point. So, but it could be really close, so I don't want to... 2, 3, 4 is more or less what we're going for. I want this to go active pretty quick. Okay.
Con sonar regained.
Got the other one.
contact On Sierra 3 bearing 266.
And when this one goes active, we just put it right to the surface. Does it automatically go to the surface? I don't know. We'll put it like close-ish to the surface so that when I see it actually go to the surface, we know that it's acquired. Maybe a little bit more. Looks like a little bit to the left as well. This looks like your target. Might have already missed it. Let's climb a little bit more. The good news is we don't have to worry about it acquiring us. We're so deep and it's so shallow. I think we already missed it. I think I should turn this around. How is it that we're not detecting these ships until so close? I mean, I like can't imagine how my torpedo wouldn't have honed in by now.
Con, fire
Oh,
control.
well, never
weapon
mind.
acquired.
It did. See, these being noisy are not that noisy. Alright, last ship we need to take care of is this Sierra 3, which is way the hell out there in Timbuktu. Well, let's turn into him. Okay, this Cassion's apparently way further than we thought.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 247.
Noisemaker defeated.
Con, fire control.
Second
weapon countermeasure
noisemaker
homing.
defeated.
Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
Usually the second one is all you get.
Con sonar,
Got it.
noisemaker, bearing 253.
Okay, this S3 is now here, and it's time for us to settle the last of our scores before we call this episode to a close. I'm surprised, actually, that there was 4 contacts to deal with in this. I guess this is I mean, it certainly is an ASW patrol, but why would you include a November? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, this Cassion's at basically dead west, 273. Let's do a quick launch. Get this thing to the surface. It could be a lot closer than we think. I'm gonna start flooding my ballast a bit, lose a little bit of depth, because I think that's the last. We might as well just get deep with it. For now, this is the last torpedo I think I have to launch. We just want to be safe. And one way to not be safe is to be depth charged. I don't think they've pinged us yet. Like, they don't know we're here. In fact, according to this, they must be moving really fast. They're not really paying attention to anything. And I want to make sure when this goes active, I have it selected. I do. Okay, as soon as you go active, we'll get you to the surface. Climb! Climb, my precious climb. Nope, keep climbing. Right out of the water! You can see it has a weird... It like takes control every now and then. It won't let me completely control it. Oh, wait.
Passing 600 feet.
Oh, that's a ship that's still sinking. What the heck ship is still sinking? Alright, level out. Like, this is the longest sinking... Wait, no, we just sank this. What the heck am I talking about? This is the one we just hit. Of course it hasn't gone under yet. The Krivak. This was a Krivak, wasn't it? Or was it also a Cashin? I don't remember. Oh, it says right here, Krivak. Okay, yeah. A pretty formidable ship. The Krivak, the Cashin, these are 2 ships I fear. Krivak, where are you? Yeah, this is a better ship. The Krivak is the deadliest of these. I guess it is really just a pure anti-submarine frigate. And we're going to escape this entire mission without even being detected, which is, I think, pretty cool. Let's go active and see if that helps.
Con, fire control.
Yep.
Weapon acquired.
Wow, that was so much better. Really cool that we were able to discover that ourselves. The moment we go active, we immediately acquire. But although it does look like it just entered the cone, maybe that's my passive cone?
Is classified
I don't
as
know.
escort.
Oh, it looks like we misidentified this one as a Krivik. Well, good thing we're getting rid of it then.
Con, fire control. Weapon countermeasure homing.
Con
Got him.
sonar, lost contact.
What a day.
Sierra 3,
What a day to be alive.
last
I mean,
bearing
thankfully, the only thing I can
226.
say
Contact breaking up.
that has gone, like, exceptionally our way. I mean, well, everything's gone exceptionally our way. The one thing I'm really happy about, though, which I feel like is more luck, or I don't know what it is the fact that we weren't harassed by any...
Torpedo room, no
Oh,
reloads.
right. That's okay. Yeah, really time to get home then. We weren't harassed by any helicopters. It's really nice to see. So let's leave combat. Continue. And please pause. Please pause. Oh. I think I interrupted there some kind of metal. What metal? How will I ever know? Well, anyways, we're going to call this video to a close here, so I'll try to figure out what medal we earned last time, or, I mean, at the beginning of the next episode, I'll give you a report if I was able to discover what medal that was. I'll poke around a little bit. But for now, this episode is coming to a close. So we got 2 battles in the same episode. I mean, this is great. I would like to do that, or finish the battles like right at 20 minutes, because, the content, I feel like if it drags on for too long, it's just kind of a regurgitation of the same thing, which I don't like. But, or maybe it's fine if I play it nice and slow. I have this, I don't know why I have this fear. If I play it slow, people are going to be losing interest. Which is exactly how I refuse to play Silent Hunter any other way, so it's weird that I take Cold Waters so much less seriously. But like I said, that's going to wrap this one up, so thanks for watching, and until the next episode, take care.